Welcome back to Monty Shenanigans, where the clips are questionable and the ideas are worse. Let's get cracking. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to a lovely, clear, fine, sunny Sunday afternoon here in Rosewood. That's where we are. Yes, it's a perfect day to be out on the bike, and I'm not out on the bike, so yes, thank you. Yes, I know. And thank you to a mate who decided to send photos of him out on the bike yesterday, which was up here it was a crappy day, but down there it was a great looking day. So Karma's bit him on the arse today because it's now a horrible, miserable day down there today. So you know who I'm talking about. Well, he knows who I'm talking about. You guys don't, but he will. So what I have done today is I have tidied up the shed a little bit because I needed to get to the bike. So what we have done is we have installed the Insta360 onto the bike. I have changed the location from behind the seat on with the clamp to on the handlebar, as you will see in these next other clips. Now, I have edited those clips and I have done all the recording and that, and I'm not going to go back and redo the recording because I've just realized in post-production I had the music a little bit loud here in the man cave while I was next door in the shed. So you might hear a little bit of a dump from the music. I do apologize for that. I didn't actually think about that while I was doing the recording. So what we will do is we'll cut over to myself again in the shed going through the Insta360 on the actual bike. So the clip is recording at 4K at 60 frames per second. Now, I did also notice after I did the recording, probably about 15-20 minutes worth of actual recording, but it's only about 10 minutes worth of actual clips that you guys will see. The camera did get a little bit warm where it was. However, when it's on the bike and moving through the air, that will be fine. It's, I think it was just because it's just sitting there recording. There was no airflow to keep it cool, so there was that one there. So what we will also be doing is probably be getting a windscreen mount to put it onto the top of the windscreen there to get probably a bit of a better view or different angle, whatever you want to call it, as well as a larger SD card, because at the moment with the card in there at 4K 60 frames per second, I can do about 2.5-3 hours with recording on a single battery. If I get the larger card, I might be able to get more out of it. You do have the spare battery in here as well, so that's 2 batteries. I'll probably get a third, that way there can always be 2 batteries in this at the time, so that way hot swap like I do with the action cam on the front of the helmet. So we'll cut over to myself now without further ado to actually go through the 360 setup on the bike at this stage. So we'll cut over to that. You'll have a look, you'll get bored, I hope, and we'll see you on the other side of that. Well, welcome back and welcome to the shed, which is a bit of a shit heap at the moment as we've got a whole heap of shit everywhere and it needs to be cleaned up. So I've got the Insta360 set up on the handlebars. I realised that I had it on a 45-degree angle and then I went, oh, it's not really going to be great on that one there. So, however, then I remembered that it horizontal locks and it records 360 degrees, so it's not really going to matter where I actually put the camera on those handlebars. It's going to get 90% of what I want to do. The only thing it's probably not going to get if I walk around here is close-up stuff over on this side, because it's going to be blocked by the actual dash and everything like that. So however, over this side and around here and around the back, it's going to get everything that I want, which will make for interesting and good viewing, I hope. I did get the, where is it, the Insta360 motorcycle mount kit. So inside that you get the clamp, a couple of adapters, and some sticky pads. So I've got the clamp on that one there on the handlebar. I did have it around this part of the actual the grab bar for the pillion. However, it's not an actual round piece of pipe or stuff. It's actually a weird shape. So the clamp did grab well, but it's still not 100% secure on that, and I'm a bit paranoid. $12 camera, I don't want to lose it. So I've got the clamp here on the actual handlebar, on the handlebar. I didn't have the original remote for the action cam for the cam I have on the front of the helmet, so I'm going to move that over this side here just so it's got the GPS on here, so the Insta360 will be there. So it's going to get most of what we want. The BMW does have the electric windscreen, so I can raise and lower that. It might deflect some of the noise. However, I do have the actual DJI Mic 2 at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that into the helmet, so that way I can actually get some decent audio while I'm riding, because even on the actual action cam that's in front of the helmet. When I've got audio, it's getting buffered by wind and everything like that, so the audio in that is almost unusable. So this, I'm hoping once I get it in the helmet, I've got to get some Velcro, because I'm not going to glue it into the helmet, because with the DJI Mic you got the little bit of a magnet, so I'm going to put that onto the inside. And hopefully that's going to allow it to actually get some decent audio, so I can give you some running commentary of when we're riding. So like I said, this one here, set up on the handlebar, I may look at getting the vibration dampener, so we'll get that all sorted out as well and get that all set up. So I do have the quad lock wireless charging head there as well, so we can use that while we're riding along. So probably won't be this weekend. Yes, there is a friend of mine who will probably say that I have to actually get out on a bike and ride before I can start doing bike video clips. So yes, I am well aware of that, my friend up north. No names mentioned. He hasn't paid me enough to actually mention his name, so there's no subscription or anything there for him. So yeah, so we'll get this all set up. Probably not next weekend, maybe next weekend. We do have another market, the Malgary market, on the Saturday, so probably be on the Sunday. I might get out on the actual bike, weather pending and permitting. We are getting into, well, we're getting out of summer and into autumn, spring. So we are getting those warmer, more lovely days, so it's not bitterly cold and it's not screaming hot at the moment, because I think it is going to be a very, very hot summer this year. So enough of me blabbing on. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut back and we'll actually do another clip of the helmet on with the microphone. I'm just, because I haven't got the Velcro, I'm just going to attach it to the actual wind sock brakey thing that's under the chin on that one there. So we'll see how that goes. So like I said, I mean, I can get suction cup mounts for the top box, but I'm not sure how that would actually go, and also a bit paranoid about leaving it parked up and like little fingers removing, because it's the Gecko I was looking at, the triple mount. Not exactly the cheapest mounts, and I'd rather not have a go walkabout. I mean, yeah, they can just undo that and take that, but I mean, whatever, the camera's not going to be attached to it, so not much I can do about that. If they want it, they'll want it, as long as they leave the bike. So yeah, so also as well, without having it attached on the back here, I don't have to worry about the selfie stick and having it rated down to only like 80 k's an hour. There I can actually do the highway speeds and get some of those back roads where you're doing that 80 to 100 k's an hour on those. So we'll put this back in the man cave. So we'll cut away from that one there and we'll come back to me with the actual helmet on. Yes, I'm not going for a ride. It's going to look strange having the helmet on here in the actual shed, but yeah, so until then we'll be back in a second. Okay, well, here we are. I haven't actually put it onto the actual chin mount here, as I couldn't get the bloody helmet on, bush was in the way, so I have just got it dropped down the front here, so I will get it velcroed up under the side there with the chin, so hopefully it'll actually work out fine like that one there. So I mean, I'll drop this down, you're going to get some echoes on that there, like that, and probably hear my breathing. I have dropped the dB gain down on the actual microphone, so I'm not sure if that's going to make an effect, but when you obviously got the bike going there, it's a little bit warm with that closed here in the shed. So yeah, I guess the only way we're going to see how it goes is to actually get it fitted in there and get out on the ride and see what sort of audio it does pick up, or if I need to change it in some post. I do have it down at -6 dB at the moment. A lot of places do say to put it down to -10, so we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, feels weird standing with the helmet on doing some videos. I'm pretty sure if anyone could see me, they're going, what the hell is this idiot doing? So we'll get some more clips done once I'm actually out on the bike and get some post-production done on it. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching yet another probably boring clip of me playing around with the camera. So yeah, so I think I'm going to stick with it on the actual handlebar, because that's probably the most secure mounting there, and I can keep an eye on it, whereas if it's behind me I can't actually see it. So we'll leave it there and we'll see what it looks like. If I need to move it after that first ride, so be it. If not, we'll get some clips done and show you what she all looks like. So until then, guys, thank you very much and have a great weekend. Well, thank you, Monty, for that absolute riveting 2 clips of the bike with the helmet on. You look like a right spanner with the helmet on and not on the bike. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you again for watching Monty Shenanigans. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe for more chaos, builds, and shenanigans. There will be more and more as bike rides for... Now that we are getting out of winter, so it is starting to warm up, so it's no longer biddly cold out on the bike. Even with the heated seats and the hand warmers, I still don't like going for a ride at 0 degrees. It's just not fun. So like I said, probably not next weekend. The weekend after, we'll get out on a ride. We're going to look at heading down to like Jimboomba Bow Desert Way and go back around there. It's a couple of hour ride, so it'll be a decent ride down that way. I usually do go up around the dams and Somerset and Wivenhoe and all that. However, with the warmer days, there's probably going to be a little bit more boy races out around the dam and that Somerset area. I'm not a fan of going around the Somerset. It's because you've got the idiots with the bike, not idiots, sorry. Well, I mean, they drive like idiots when they've got trailers with caravans and boats going to the dam, and those corners are just horrible if you meet a boat and trailer, or boat, car, trailer, whatever, coming the other way, as well as the boy races. I'm not a boy racer. Even when I had the ZX14, I was not a boy racer. I referred to myself as the slowest man on the fastest bike. I like to get where I'm going. Twisties and high speeds around corners and get knee down is not my style. I don't have that skill or ability yet, so I just like to enjoy the ride and get to where I'm going, which is why I went from the ZX14 to the GS 1300. Much more subdued bike and more to my liking. So we'll let you go there. Won't hold you hostage any further for a Saturday. So we're going to get this uploaded onto YouTube. So once again, thank you very much for liking, subscribing. There's going to be some more content coming. I'll put some more effort into making some more content. We will get some more minis made. Now I've got the airbrush and everything set up that we can get that done, so we'll probably go through and get some of the terrain painted in the foreseeable future. Things are starting to get sorted out at home, so that's all good, leaving some more time to get this stuff done. So we'll let you go there. We'll let you enjoy the rest of your weekend. So take it easy, guys, and once again, thank you.